down. Keep it down. We're excited to see you, Dave.
Uh-oh, we lost Scott again.
Oh, Scott's on a different. Yeah, we have to have our intro. You know, when you say big announcement.
Can we still not hear him?
I can hear you now.
There you go. You gotcha.
You can hear me?
Big announcement.
Perfect.
Anytime we say big announcement, there's
I'm going to kill technology before it's over.
Yeah, I just think your phone, your earbuds just died on you.
Something happened.
I don't hear Nate.
You don't hear me? That's really weird.
Can you hear me?
Only hear
I
Dave.
can hear you, but I don't hear Nate.
Well, I wonder if that's the way it is with everybody.
No, I can hear you, Nate.
What the hell?
I can hear you, Scott. Dave, will you tell Scott I can hear him?
He can hear you, Scott.
It's like a scene from Ghost.
I'm going to keep fighting with this.
Yeah, we just were on for 30 minutes talking, then right before we go on it.
Yeah,
Is it better now?
Hear all of you.
Oh, I hear him.
I hear you.
Can't see you.
I can hear you.
Oh, hold on.
How about now?
Now we can see you.
Now you can see me. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay, don't touch anything.
Yeah. Hold your tongue the right way.
But I don't hear Nate.
You messing with-
Seriously?
Seriously.
That sucks.
How is that possible?
Maybe
It's
I'm
the
just,
host.
you can only hear the devil on your shoulder. You can't hear the little angel. Everybody can
You hear
hear
me?
all three.
Yeah, everyone can hear all three of us. How can you not hear Nate? Nate, do you have him? Are you muted to him somehow on your end?
No, I think he has one earbud. And I'm the little angel. You're the devil. He only hears the devil. Everybody can. Wow,
This doesn't
man, we
make
got
any
a lot of.
sense.
Well, we were just on for 30 minutes and no issues.
I know.
Dave, can you tell
I don't
Scott?
know. I'm on my phone, but I don't hear him.
Can you tell him I love
All
him?
right, I'll try again.
Nate says he loves you, Scott.
I know. I figured.
It's really weird. Oh, he's left.
Yeah, he's trying again, he said.
Oh, they love big announcement videos. They do. They love big announcement.
Big enough. Dude,
Well,
eventually you're gonna wear that out and people are gonna be like, yeah, okay.
No, as long as it
I
it's
got you now.
Sweet. It's okay. If there's a big announcement, there's a big announcement. Like we didn't wear it out last time. We gave away $7,000 in equipment.
That's your fault.
That's your fault.
I didn't tell you guys. Like you're chipping in, right? Like,
No.
well, what did I do? I rewarded viewers that have watched your channel for like a long time.
Yeah, they got lucky that night.
They did. My wife's like, "Can you afford it?" I'm like, "Yeah,
You're like, I have to at this point.
yeah, yeah." $7,000 worth of equipment. Yeesh. You get a vacuum pump, and you get a vacuum pump, and you get a vacuum pump.
I remember that.
My guzzler hate. That's what happened.
Yeah, Nate was vibing.
I was. It was fun. Listen, if you're watching on what is that? Spotify. I am shocked. Did I send you guys some of the Spotify data? Like
I
how
think you did. No,
No.
I
they
think you
must
did.
be out tapping just listening to us. Why do people listen to us? Why do people watch us?
That is the $1 million question.
Why do people watch our YouTube channels? And
They
listen?
enjoy watching three idiots banter.
Well, at least two.
It's like
I mean,
it's free
cheap
comedy.
entertainment.
Mm-hmm. How about Reese Maple Farm? Those guys are up in Ontario. We're starting to get quite a few people from Ontario. So did I tell you guys I'm doing an Ontario trip?
No.
Like it's becoming a regular request. Like, love the Sugar House videos. How about you go to Canada? And then I finally started to get like a lot of requests. So I do try to, when somebody invites me up, like I'm going back in the archives for people that talked to me like 2 or 3 years ago. There's some more, and I'm like, hey, remember that time you said come up? I'm about ready. You know, one guy's got 60,000 taps, and you know, Ontario is only like 40 miles away across the lake, but I have to drive all the way around to Niagara Falls.
Will they let you in?
Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, Dave Carlin says because Dave's funny and you give stuff away and Scott rocks. That's why they listen.
That's some pretty accurate statements there.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
I mean, I'm
while
here for the
tapping
I want
sure.
free stuff.
I'd tap that maple syrup. Says yes. We you know what? I can show everybody. Why don't I just put it up there so you can see
There
that?
you go. That way I can see it
Forgot
too.
about it.
Right.
So, like, I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments. So here we go. Evening, guys. Evening, gentlemen. I can hear all of you. I can hear all three of you. I hear all of you. I can hear all three. All three. I can hear you all. Good evening. And we listen while we're tapping for sure. I was talking to a fella that, so I ended up getting a precision tapper today. I got a couple things I got to pick up. I'm actually heading to Vermont tomorrow, and I'm doing a circuit, meeting some people I've been meaning to meet. Yeah, I'm going to be gone like a week, just traveling before, you know, SAP starts running. And I think it was Josh Gagne had a bunch of precision tappers on Facebook Marketplace. And I just sent him a message, said, look, dude, I am looking for one of these. I want to do a video, kind of explain how the precision tapper works. And then he responded back and said, hey, yeah, how about this? I said, that's a great deal. Like, I'm not even going to argue the price because I'm just going to turn around and donate it anyways. And so I want to try one out. I've never tried one. I've heard good things. I tried the original Exact Tap, the 1.0. Lots of comments. Holy cow. 54 people are waiting for this big announcement. Nate, if you ever get the chance, you should check out Blackbird Management. I've heard of them. They are right across the Sault Ste. Marie. I've been up to the U.S. side, but I heard they're just on the other side of the Sault Ste. Marie, and I definitely want to go up there. I've heard, you know, they're a pretty large operation. Nick says, David, Andy at A&M has a few used Micro 2s.
Let me take a picture of that so I can figure that out.
So, like, I don't have any problem. So if you want me to Dave, I'll get you Andy's cell.
Okay.
And if I'm up there, you know, I will bring it back for you, dude.
What is A&M, I guess? I don't know.
Andy and Mary Lynn Humphrey. They are in Dallas, Wisconsin. And they are right up there north of Chippewa Falls, about an hour.
Where?
They're almost in Minnesota, if we're honest.
Oh, geez.
Dennis says, my wife said she likes listening to Nate.
Perfect.
How about that?
What
At least you have one person that wants to listen to you.
Right? That's just all right. Guys, was thinking I need some entertainment to watch tonight. Dude, it was cold today. I was outside messing around. Sweet Extractions. Hi, guys. Thinking I need some entertainment to watch. He's a Michigan guy.
Ken. Yep. Hey, Ken.
Ken's up there. We all had dinner together that one night.
Oh, yeah.
Because you never know what you might learn, and never too old to learn something.
There you go.
North America Maple Syrup Council is in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario next year. Good reason to go. I agree. I go when I'm invited. I do not go. Like, if I'm invited, I'll go. That's kind of my rule.
I should have gone last year and just ran out of time, but I think I do want to go this year. But I've got to make it part of something else, hopefully, not just going for that, because it is a ton of driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Vermont Maple Farmer says Josh is a good guy, knows his stuff. What is cool, I talked to Josh a little bit today on Messenger, and I'm going to my message. I said, so the guy taps, he has a tapping crew. They tap for 150,000 taps. And he says at our peak, 13 people. And I asked him, like, don't you think that's interesting? There's a business in Vermont just to have like a crew of people that go and contract tap.
Well, he does tube installs and everything too. So they're more than just tapping. My old Big Woods tank, that milk tank, I'd actually bought that off of him and his dad.
Nice.
Probably, oh, my new one's 2 years old, so it's probably 5, 6 years ago. I bought that tank from him.
Nice. Small world.
Mine
Yeah.
is 20 in Ohio without the wind chill this morning. I can tell you it was cold. I'm invited to the meeting. Dave, you have the authority to invite me to the meeting. I like it. I like it. That would work on a lesser mind or in about an hour.
I mean, we could go there and film one of these, and I mean, people could get the entertainment just from watching the three of us sit in a circle and
I'll
banter.
tell you, it's fun. Dave, how long have you been doing YouTube?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, geez, I don't know.
a couple
Your
years.
name's Dave.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you just talking Dave Carlin, so I had to catch up here. YouTube. I don't know. Honestly, like I said, I'm surprised people watch. I do it kind of for myself to watch how I've grown. Maybe something I messed up or I did something a certain way that worked. I can go back and rewatch it. It's kind of like even with my hunts, nothing's done and edited very good. It's pretty much raw. Like what you see is just chop. There's no real editing. It's just.
But don't you think your whitetail adventures is probably one of your? That's a lot. Like, you get a lot.
It
from
is.
that.
It's my family videos put on a platform that my daughter can go watch if something was to happen or whatever. It just people can watch my family videos essentially. Like,
And I don't know much, but I think Dave is probably the best whitetail hunter I know. Just listen, he's kind of a savant. I'm serious. I saw it looks like a mass murder of deer in his building. Like he is like, it's a little sick, if we're honest. The amount of deer heads you
I
have.
shot 5 bucks in 4 different states this year.
Yeah, you got a problem. Like,
I can tell you that the one that you did where you shot that buck out of that draw where you'd like never been there and did that, I was pretty damn impressed with that one. That one was like,
Thank you.
wow, maybe he does know something and he's not just a dumb maple farmer.
I want him to come get that freak of nature that's in our place.
You just gotta give me the green light.
Like,
Is this the official green light?
It is. Like,
Okay, we got the
I wanna
official
make
green light.
sure-
We will have that deer dead by next season.
I don't know. Like, that deer, he's already heard of you. I think that deer is like, we know David Hughes.
Then he's probably just gonna go jump out in front of a car. Then if he knows I'm coming after him,
He's gonna do it on his own terms. Is what you're saying.
I don't want to deal with anything.
So we've managed to do nothing for 13 minutes, but hold the audience's attention. 63 viewers, and we might have a big announcement. We have some announcements. It may or may not be the big one. We like to tease.
Well,
I do.
start with one.
I do. Well, I think we were going to talk about, we were texting today on some topics. And I think a little bit what we were talking about is the terrible maple syrup customer, equipment customer. And I was one. I'm a reformed, terrible maple syrup equipment customer because I've been on the other side now. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I was awful. Why didn't they just punch me in the face? I was awful.
Same for me.
Like I went back and apologized. Like as I got older and realized like, oh my gosh, I didn't plan for anything. And I expected them, people who show up at maple season and want stuff. I'm sorry. Like there's people that plan way ahead. I got people giving me down payments now for 2027 evaporators.
Wow.
So
I think some of it is how you go about yourself and carry yourself.
That's
And the
fair.
reason I say that is if someone comes in, and this is one that happened to me last year, and he comes up to me and he goes, hey, I'm looking for a price on a finisher. I'm getting them prices from everybody and I'm taking the cheapest. And I should have walked away because right there, it's not even worth my time to go do it because he's looking for the cheapest. And I know I'm not going to be the cheapest. So,
but would you rather have people be sneaky about it?
Well,
like at
I'd
least
rather have him
up front. He's a terrible customer. Like I'm getting bids from 5 people. I just want you to know, like, thank you for telling me. Here's their cell phone numbers. You guys deserve each other. I don't want to deal with you.
And that's what I should have done. But I was trying to
It's a
give the best
backhanded
customer
threat.
service.
It's a
I-
backhanded threat.
Well,
You better
right,
sharpen
but
I was trying to give quality and customer service.
right,
Have you
and
guys
for
ever
me,
heard this? You can get
I
something two of three ways: good, fast, or cheap. Pick two.
yep,
You
it's
can get
100% true.
good or fast, but it won't be cheap. But what does everybody want? Start of maple season. I want something that better
Fast.
be cheap.
But
Sorry.
they want it fast because they call it the beginning of maple season and say, I need this. Well, it's not going to be cheap. Zero
Yeah.
chance of that.
And every equipment company has to try to guess what people want and like make it. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. And it's like, yeah, the communication. I have found the best customers are, I want you to know I'm going to need this. Think about it. I'm selling truckloads of syrup all the time. The customers who give me their annual projections and when they want it are the best customers. And they're like,
Yes.
they hit their numbers plus or minus 5%. The customers who are always in a hurry, they need it tomorrow. Dude, I fire them. I just fired a customer. Like, it's probably the first time I fired a customer. And it's like, and they're kind of a jerk. Like, I was giving them great pricing, great service, and they treated us like crap. And I'm like, why are we doing this? I got customers that treat me well. They project. It's not always an emergency because they suck at ordering on time. I fire them. And I hope, I actually don't. If a competitor called me and said, Nate, should I do business with them? I'd be like, no. Like, it's better that you don't. Give them somebody's number up north.
and you tell them this is what they're going to do to you. If they call and they want you, they're going to do this, this, and this. And they'll call back in 6 months and say, damn it, you were right. Because that they don't, customers don't change. And like this customer that did that to me, I won't price him again because it's not worth my time. I can't even argue quality on something and try
we
and
also don't want to train people here tonight on how to deceive us. Meaning, like, if you're somebody that says, I'm getting 5 prices because I want the cheapest thing, go to my competitor. I will give you their cell phone. Here you go. You deserve
Let
it.
me play the customer for you here, Scott. How about if I was to put it this way? Hey, Scott, my name's David. I'm looking for a finisher. I'm on a budget. I'm kind of looking for my cheapest option here. I don't want to waste your time, but this is kind of where I'm at. What do you think? Do you have anything to offer? Should I just keep moving on? How about that?
Way better
This
approach.
customer
yeah,
approach,
I mean,
it's
and
the
I can
same
tell you,
thing, but said a little bit more different. You see what I'm trying to
You're
get
not
here?
aggressive.
and I know most of my prices, and I can ballpark it, be like, I can't compete with that, and right there, the business is done, and I'm good with that because if I can't compete, I can't compete. I mean, my margins aren't what people think they are when I sell equipment, and to put time into a customer that, if I can ballpark it and be like, I'm going to be about here, and they're like, yeah, that's out of my range, no problem, because it's business.
Yeah.
But to come up and be like, hey, I'm getting the cheapest. Well, then I know I'm not going to be the cheapest, but I still tried to give good customer service because especially when you're new to selling stuff, you want to try and get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lose money to get the sale. I've got better things to do.
The reason I'm saying is I just did this with Jared with CDL. I called him, but I let him know, I'm like, this might be a 1-season thing. I'm looking for a used, cheap,
By the way,
4-inch post
Dave
RO.
is in search of a cheap 4-inch
Yeah.
2-post RO.
But I was honest with him. I was
If you
like,
weren't sure.
That's his name tonight.
Everybody laughs at my name, so I always try to do something different.
It's smart. It's smart.
But no, I was honest with him. Like, hey, I've been checking here, I'm just trying to find something for this season to get me through. I was upfront honest, and if he didn't want to waste his time with me, he didn't have to. But sometimes
Right, but
you are on a budget and you're looking for that as a customer. But
if you were to come to me with that,
I can play the customer, and you guys can be the sales, so people can see both sides.
if you were to come to me with that, I could tell you I'm going to be about here for a price, but I know of these used ones too, in case you're interested, because then I put it in your court, but I don't have any time into it.
Yep.
That, I don't feel like I wasted any time. You called, I told you what I have to offer. It is what it is.
Yeah, there you go. It's all in kind of how the customer should approach you and not just be a dick. I'll just say it, you know.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
But-
Dave, you sell for a living and you know how you'll respond. So if I'm a customer and when I was building my bottling line, I didn't have the money to buy the equipment for that large orders that I had. So I went humbly to the people who had the labeler, and I said, look, I know you request 50% down. I'm looking for help. Can you help me? Can you adjust that first down payment? And you know what? Every man that I went to that owned these companies helped me because I said, I only got so much to work with. I got the POs, I got the orders. As soon as I get that shipped, I can pay you.
Yep, it's communicating.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's communicating. It's a little bit deeper than just saying, I'm going with the cheapest. Give me the best price.
Over and above because they're
Right.
like, hey, here's a guy just telling me the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
So I've done that with, I had a guy who needed an RO and I knew it. And I had one sitting in the basement. It hadn't sold yet. And I said, hey, come get it. You can use it. Pay me when you get the money. And he did and was like, I can't believe you did that. It's like, it's customer service if I can do it because there's trust.
There you go.
Now, that trust is a one-time thing. No different than like when I let people use the tube and spooler if they're buying equipment from me or tubing. That goes out and I tell them, you know, just so you know, this thing's not cheap. If it comes back jammed up, you're getting a bill.
There you go.
There's a level of trust and it goes to loyalty. You know, if people keep coming back, I'm going to work harder for them than someone that's a one-off or that has jammed me up or all of that. You know, but like I said, communication. That's all you got to do is talk. Because if you're being sneaky,
Yeah.
that olive branch doesn't go that far.
Yep.
You can always burn me once.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can. I'm
See, for
People
me,
know.
I've always been on a budget, so I've always been that guy. But I've always been transparent too. Like, hey, I need the best price because this is my budget. This is what I'm trying to do. You know, I've always been pretty open about it.
But Dave, you are who you appear to be. Like
Fair.
Dave is Dave. Like it's
Yeah.
not like it's right there on his sleeve.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't have
I'm not
time.
out trying to screw no. I'm just being open, transparent. Like, here's what I got. I want to make this happen. How can we do this if not, or whatever? Yep.
Guys, we got a ton of comments here, and I want to get these up to you. So, a website that can actually give prices off of. So, I think what they're talking about is an equipment company. Why don't equipment companies publish prices?
Probably because of all the tariffs and all the price changing and the cost is so crazy right now.
I think it's bigger than that. I think they want to foster a relationship with your local dealer.
Oh.
That they don't want, because if you can just go buy it off the website and buy direct, why am I going to be here as a dealer trying to help?
Okay.
Because people are looking for the cheapest. Now, there are certain websites out there that most people know of, like Bascom's. You can go and price check off of them pretty easy. And I do it for like my own stuff. Your local dealer, I put a lot of time into people. And if they can just go to a website and buy direct, I don't get a cut of that. So
I'm shocked at
it's
how many
hard.
people buy off the web. Like, I met LJ Sanford from YouTube, and he messaged me, and I'm like, "Who's your dealer?" He's like, "Oh, I buy everything online from H2O." He doesn't even have a dealer, and I'm like, "What?" And he has zero support, by the way, none. So when you buy online, like who's going to help you? Well, that's kind of what.
I don't think that the dealers, and I know I'm not good at this, I don't have time to go make the rounds and drop off a catalog, shake hands, kiss ladies. You know, I've got things too much on my plate to try and go out and foster some of these relationships that I really should. But not introducing yourself hurts you in the long run because they don't know who you are. But then again, a lot of my customers have a full-time job. So if during the week when I do have time, they're at work. On the weekends, we're busy. So it's a hard spot to be in. And now a phone call, those are doable. So it goes both ways. I think if you don't know who your local dealer is for your products, shame on you, because there's a lot of ways that you can find it, whether it's through the Maple News, there's the thing in the back, all the websites for the manufacturers. You can call a manufacturer and say,
I don't think it's as easy to find as people think. I don't know, man. Like, this kid's 18 years old. Like, it's not like he doesn't have the desire. He's out there in the sub-zero weather, ran all his tubing. Like, he just, I don't like it's experience, right?
Well, everybody shops on the internet these days. Where do I go? Amazon's the easy button because I can order it from the couch and they ship it to me. I can tell you right now, there is an online store right now that is jamming people hard on shipping. And
Are you talking about
it's
Amazon?
ruthless. No, it's not Amazon. It's a Maple dealer who has a huge online store, and they are jamming people on shipping.
Interesting.
And
They have a catalog.
oh yeah,
Okay.
and
Did I ever
but-
tell you who the largest maple syrup dealer in America is? You guys
Nate
know?
Bissell.
No.
It's
The
gotta be
largest- What's that?
It's gotta be Bascom.
It is. And
Yes.
no equipment dealer ever goes there and says, you need to sell my stuff exclusively. No equipment manufacturer would ever tell Bascom because he's like the number one sales for everyone. So why is it that equipment companies like to go, and this is just something I've heard, to people who have multiple brands and tell them, you have to sell our stuff exclusively? Why do they do that?
Do they do that, or is it?
Gosh, yeah.
Do they?
So
Okay.
the one
Is it
thing that I know that they
subjective?
do is they'll offer higher percentages if you only have one, or different tiers if you only have one.
Let's see.
This
Because
is
I
great.
don't think they really could do that in a
Well,
open market like we are. You know.
You can
So-
say it. How do you enforce it?
We do have a big announcement that we are going to announce a little bit later.
It actually is a big announcement. He's really not messing with you guys. There is
It's
a big
great.
announcement.
It's true. It is a big. It's gonna cause some ripple effects. in
It's a
the
big one.
making.
I'm excited about it. I really am. I'm excited.
So, do you think there's
I wish
space
I knew what it was.
for more hobby-oriented maple equipment, or is it a saturated market? It is not a saturated market.
No, it's
I
not.
can tell you there is definitely demand. I'm going to be selling hobby. I said I'm only
The
going to
hobby scale.
I'm only going to sell 2x8s. I was running my mouth. I'm only going to sell 2x8s. 2x6s are stupid. And then my good friend Carl Nyland from the RO Bucket was like, Nate, look at this. I'm like, holy crap.
Good job, Carl.
Just
like,
saying,
yeah.
I told you it was dumb from the beginning just to do that,
Yeah,
and you didn't want to listen to me.
I am
did too.
often
But
wrong.
it took Carl saying it, I guess.
Yeah.
Two of
Yeah,
his, two of his best
don't
friends
listen to
can't
me.
say nothing.
I'm
Yeah.
just
You guys-
retarded.
You guys are ugly. You guys are ugly. He's handsome. So I would listen to him.
I had to get a beverage.
That's fair. Silver bullet. Do you
I'm
think
not
there's
far
space in
behind
the
you.
market for more hobby oriented? Yes. I
hands down.
know there is. Like, there's a reason that CDL bought Vermont Evaporator Company. They're like little hobby evaporators. I will say this. I learned something from David Yoakum, not David Hughes. He said when you buy a used barrel evaporator, those things actually depreciate like a mobile home. Like, because that barrel is only so thick. And as you burn in that barrel, like barrel evaporators are like the lowest cost. Like, you're about to, the paint is probably
They warp.
holding them together by the end, you know?
Warp.
Yep.
I'm going to do the same thing Scott just did.
I like this. My grandpa always told me, all things being equal, I buy from people I like. But if all things are unequal, I buy from people I like. I like it.
I mean, once you've built a relationship, generally people stay there.
Mhm.
Now, one thing I get a ton of is I get a lot of people, I don't want to call it kicking tires, but people know where I am. They can get a hold of me and they'll call me like, hey, what's this and that? And like, I put a ton of time into people that are from the online realm. And it makes it hard because I don't end up getting anything in return. They're a distance away. So they use me for the information and then they go spend their money someplace else.
I
Which
can
is
attest to this.
fine because I want to help. But at the same time, it's like it's time and I've got some friends because of it. that we call and mess with each other and all the things. So it's not necessarily all bad but just don't use me for the information. If that makes sense.
I had a guy reach out that wants to buy an evaporator from us, and I got to talking to him, and I really like this guy. He's outside of Minneapolis, and he says, "Yeah, I bought a vacuum pump from Scott Dunn.
Yeah.
He watched
Brad.
your content. Yeah, so Brad watched your content over in Maine, appreciated the free value of content that you provided, and then decided, you know what? I want to buy a vacuum pump from that guy. He's helped me."
Right. And we had some issues with it, but through customer service, we were able to get him his pump straightened out, and he's had great luck with it.
So is there anybody watching that has been around long enough? I don't know. These two guys on with me are younger than me by a solid decade, I think.
No.
Aren't you, Scott?
No. I might be older than you.
I'm
No.
36.
Scott,
I'm older.
you're in your 30s. Gosh, the guy keeps in good shape. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I'm
44?
still. Yeah,
44.
I got Scott by a couple years. Are you guys old enough? Do you remember the term boiling sodas? That is from an old Maple Trader, Sugarbush.
Yes.
Remember the boiling sodas?
Yeah, that was one of the guys on Maple Trader. I'm trying to remember.
The home of the boiling sodas. So somebody just said silver sodas, and
That's this one. These are my favorite. They're
Mhm.
delicious.
Yes. So
I'm trying to remember because I was on that quite a bit, and there was a few guys that were on there, and I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. Someone knows who did boiling sodas, and they can put that in the comments.
So this is a great comment. How are the tariffs constantly changing, affecting the maple industry? You guys weren't selling internationally, right? So is it just the piece of equipment and materials? Look, I did not. I sent you both that email about the fella from Ontario that wants to buy an evaporator from us. They want to be the first ones in Ontario with a Galt evaporator. Did you see anything in there about like what does it cost? Maybe they trust me. Like I'm not trying to like rip them off. I sent you both the email.
Yes. No, I did read it. And he didn't even mention what the tariff was going to be going north. Because
I don't know.
Right. And
It's changing.
the tariffs have stabilized, so to speak, that it's not like as volatile, because for a while it was pretty volatile. They were like on and off, and then it was more, then it was less. And what was going to be tariffed is also a different game, because they didn't understand it when it was coming. So that has now, like, tanks right now are getting the absolute crap tariffed out of them. Tank prices have gone through the roof. But evaporator prices, I don't believe they're tariffed. Of certain things aren't tariffed, but it's stabilized, which has made things easier.
I know the stainless was getting tariffed. That was coming in, correct?
That material is no matter what,
Yeah.
but that is like just a steel tariff in general. But the manufactured goods is getting tariffed on top of that type of thing. So there's multiple tariffs, and trying to navigate where it goes, it's complicated. And
Bit of a moving target.
right, like the day that they print the dealer book, it's out of date because they shipped it off, and that, so like if I price something right now, it's easier to navigate the book to find certain things, and then I put the number in so that I can get the up-to-date price, because the prices they're to a point, they're changing every day.
Are you given like your price is good for 30 days? How you doing that, Scott?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
And if it was an evaporator or a tank, I'd probably say a week.
Wow.
So I have to do a quick pause here. My Cleveland Browns cup. I saw the funniest. Can you still call it a tweet, even though it's X?
I don't tweet.
There was a comment
twat
on X that said Trump is sending a team. He said, "I'm sending a team to Iran," and then one guy said, "Please let it be the Browns."
I feel for you being a Browns fan.
Oh my gosh!
But I think the Jets are worse.
1987 cup. My wife got it to me for Christmas.
But would it be worse being a Jets fan?
No.
I think it would. Dave, what do you think?
You're asking the wrong person. Sure. Yes.
So this is a great question. Riverbend maple. Problem is local dealers are far and few between. Again, we have a big announcement to tell you about how the industry's changing a little bit, a lot bit.
Wait, what's Scott wearing there? What is that? What is that?
You
What is he
waited till
wearing?
what? He's taking his talents to South Beach.
What's
Do
he
that.
wearing?
You guys,
What does that mean?
I'm like Johnny Cash, Man in Black.
He's the man in black. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, this is a big announcement.
It is.
Big announcement.
Where's your sound effects? Do your sound effects.
Which one? All of them. That's what I did. All of them. Big announcement.
The chirping bird. That should have been like leading up to it, not after the fact.
That was a cricket, but that's all right. So
tomato.
A lot of people don't know this story that my YouTube channel is where it is because of Scott Dunn. So I flew into we started communicating early on. I don't think either one of us had 1,000 subs.
Mm-mm.
Neither one of us did. We were we were like the same. We were both peons. 200 subs. I'm like, hi, I like Mario. Do you like Luigi? We were just little kids in our YouTube journey. And I reached out to Scott. I'm like, hey, and he invited me up, flew into Portland. Scott picked me up, took me up to Jackman. I got to meet a bunch of people. So I met Sean Dunning, who introduced me to Clayton Christie. So Scott is the reason that I get to do all these YouTube, these Sugar House tours. If I didn't go up and see Scott Dunn in Maine, I would have never met. You see, people, somebody asked me the other day, they're like, is it worth doing YouTube? I'm like, yes. They're like, do you make money? I'm like, no. But the people I met, the most valuable thing is the people I've met. Do you guys agree? The people you have met,
100%.
I would have never gotten to go to Alaska. I would have never how would I get to Alaska or how would I get to Maine?
Yeah.
Scott picked me up and drove me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. And I got to meet all these maple farmers and it was amazing. So my YouTube journey is 100%. Well, both of you guys have helped me, but geez, Scott introduced me to people that made a difference, moved the needle.
Yeah, and you wouldn't even take me to the Crack Whore Barrel for breakfast. You fed me continental breakfast at the hotel I didn't even stay at.
I probably took them to Crapplebee's is what I did. That's fun. Now I gotta get through all these comments real quick. Ready? Might start with an RO. Ross, I don't know what that means. Customer service is king. Your announcement better not be about glitter and syrup again.
No, that's a dumb idea.
Hey, we don't buy it. Taylor Swift said glitter and syrup. We wouldn't have enough syrup in this.
No, Run Amok took that market.
Big announcement. Nate Bissell buys out leader. I
don't Nate. Move on. No. Stop.
I'm open.
Stop.
Is Galt coming out with a pump to compete with the That's the funniest one so far.
They could try, but they couldn't compete.
I'm not going to ever make a pump that sucks and blows. I'm not going to do it. Carl is helpful and great. Yep. We're going through it. Nice hat, Scott. See it? Oh. Thoughts on MES getting bought out by CDL? I've heard prices have tripled.
Sucks.
I get texts all the time, prices have tripled. Okay.
I think Clayton was doing a lot. Right. Clayton was doing a lot for the producers. Clayton followed the business from when he started. He followed, so to speak, the money, meaning where could he really shine? The man is a damn genius.
Yes.
And he did great things for the maple world. I don't blame him for selling, but I don't like it because prices are going to go up where the market that he competed in. But I don't like it. That's it.
I'm with you.
I'm happy for my friend.
Yep.
I'm happy for my friend Clayton, but he focused 100% on the farmer's success. That's what I learned from him. So that's what I'm doing. I'm like, Why was Clayton successful? Dude focused on the farmers making money 100%. He didn't sleep. He didn't eat.
Right.
He didn't give a crap. If a farmer called him, he was there.
Yep.
That's valuable.
There were
I'm
a
just
lot
like-
of producers that had his cell phone. I mean,
I'm not copying his equipment. I'm gonna copy his equipment, but I'm copying his heart. Like, I'm there to make the producer money and make them successful. That's what you need to copy. You can't buy that. You can buy his brand. You can buy
It's not
some of
going to
his
be the same.
content. I know, but you can't buy culture.
no, you definitely can't buy culture. I mean, we see that at work where things can change based on who's there. Like with Clayton, it was a matter of he cared. He wanted to take care of people, and he saw a need and had an idea and made it work. And it took off to where he was crushing it.
Mhm.
I don't think CDL can maintain what he had
No,
for
not chance.
what he was doing.
You know what's insane? I've already sold 3 steam evaporators. I've never built one. Yeah. That's crazy. How does that happen? So David's actually working on the whole package, David Yoakum. Like, you get the boiler, you get the evaporator, like a whole, like, for the smaller producer.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, he's got this
Sounds
idea. I'm interested. So he's
And he's
making
a
me
steam
one.
guy. And he's a steam guy. That's how he
He
makes
does.
his.
He has a boiler. He runs steam, you know.
So
he
it's
knows-
not like you're just coming winging that. You got actual guy
correct.
for his produced the syrup for years.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep, he's got a good idea. Scott, how does Leader feel about that Galt sweatshirt?
Well,
Drum roll.
Put it this way.
They
How
don't.
I
They
feel
know
about a
now.
leader. I don't care about any like. I don't like. I will. Scott, you can wear whatever you want.
Just come out with it already.
CDL called me yesterday trying to fill an order I placed with MES last year that he couldn't fill. Told them I was all set. Clayton made MES. CDL is going to have the same success. Isn't going to have the same success without the one-on-one. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for my friend. And it was a smart move. On this one reason, no one else got it. That's it. Keep away. When I was a little league coach, I'd go into the draft and I would draft all of the catchers because everybody's like, who's the best shortstop? And I'm just like, catcher, 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 catcher. And if no one has a catcher, you just run around the bases. So it didn't matter. Like, what does everybody care about? They care about their son playing shortstop. And I'm like,
Right.
catcher, catcher. And they're like, what are you doing, Nate? And then they actually made a rule. I am not kidding you. They made a rule that year that you couldn't steal home from third. Well, you know, I had a strategy, and they after I drafted, they're like, we got to change the rules so Nate doesn't win every game. Can't do that in the business world, though. Can't just make rules to like keep me from winning. Self-contained units. I have no I don't know. Like, I don't know how they work. I know they
Well, this
boil
next
out and they're quiet. So I'm putting one in my facility. I got another packer that wants one. There's a producer in Lewis County that's very interested. He said, I want one. Like, we probably should test the two at my facility and the other packer's facility first. So that's the big news. Scott is running a Galt this year. No. Like, I have sales that are coming in Maine, and Scott's my rep. So, like, as the sales come in, that's what I mean. Like, the whole industry is getting flipped on its head, and there's nothing you can do about it. If you're Blockbuster Video, you can't be like, we need DVDs. We can't run this industry without DVDs. And everybody's like, I don't like to worry about scratch DVDs all the time.
Yeah. Looks like Jason got it figured out.
Who's Jason?
2 comments down.
Oh, yep. Darn right he is. Well, it's actually interesting. Like, I'm like, we were talking about it earlier. the actual like the YouTube thing creates a tremendous amount of trust. So the value, I can't tell you how many people have said, Nate, the Sideland Sugar Bush with Dan Crocker videos, I've watched them 10 times each. I think Dan Crocker may have increased the entire global crop yield because of just one simple thing. Put your laterals on the south side of a tree. Like, how many people were just going around the tree, and then he's like, yeah, just on the south side so it runs. Like, how much extra syrup does the entire global crop make because of Dan Crocker? It's not zero.
No.
It did make a difference.
Right.
Corey's are doing it now.
Right? So
I mean, I think for me,
evaporators and vacuum pumps. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to help. Like, hey, Scott, I got an order. Do you want me to ship it to you and you deliver? How do you want to do it?
Yep.
That's how I'm doing it. Like, forehead fillers up to Jackman. If it's a forehead filler in Maine, if it's a water jacketed draw off, like we have several things that are really good. If you're in Maine and you want Galt,
Call
go
Scott.
Scott. Yeah.
and I mean, it's on me too to deliver producers what they want, what's going to be the best for them. I mean,
Right.
and
And a
at the end
quality
of the day, I
product.
mean, right. And because of YouTube, I don't have the opportunity to bullshit people because everything's worn on my sleeve. And reputation these days plays more into anything, and trust. That I've had to tell people recently that it's a trust game. It's mine to lose. And if we can't have that, then I'm not interested in playing because I don't have time. A lot of people know what I do for work full time, and that plays into it there too, because there's a lot of things that we do there that I can't not have people trust me.
Yeah.
So, and it's the same thing in business that, you know, I don't have time to play games. I'm not going to bullshit you. And all I ask is just don't waste my time, because I've only got so much of it.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to give
In
people
your line, it's life or death.
right. And
Yeah.
I'm going to give people what they need, not necessarily what they want. Because I could have sold people stuff that they don't need in the past. And I'm like, you don't need that. Or I told them someone wanted an RO and I'm like, how many taps do you have? They're like 35. And I've got a $2,500 mini micro. I could sell them. And I went, mine's too big for you. It's too much money. Go buy an RO bucket.
Scott, I don't know
I
if
made
you're
nothing
cut
out
out
of
for
it.
sales, dude. I don't know if you're cut out for sales.
It'll
I-
go a long, long way.
But I make out better in the long run because I didn't jam them up and have people go, I didn't need this. No, I do have people come and they're like, I want this. Well, all right then. I'm going to, if you want advice, then we can talk. If you just want to come and tell me what you need,
Here you go.
sometimes, sure.
So what does this comment
Right.
mean? I'd like to reg. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know.
It might be a typo.
It could be, but he has another comment. I'd like to request
There you
another
go.
video with Dan. Amazing content and knowledge. I'll be honest. My trip to Vermont got a little changed up. I may head out there. Dan has a new MES steam rig that I want to see. It's the last MES steam rig.
The real one.
Yeah, so Dan Crocker has that, and he says it's sweet, like it runs itself. I want to go see that rig.
He's a character in himself, and I think that's what
Yes.
He shared
a lot of the
He's
videos
willing to
that
share.
you
That's
do.
what I like.
You get to see the characters that are in the maple world, and it's the face to the name, and you're getting to see people for what they really are when it's in their sugar house and they're explaining it, because maple producers are no different than any other farmer. They're very proud. And when you get to see the excitement on their face about something that they built, I mean, like when I walk in my sugar house, even without the camera or someone else there, I'm proud of it because I've poured my heart into it. And I think that's how a lot of sugar makers are. They're woods. I mean, you get some people that you walk in there like, this place ain't much, but it's mine. Well, you know what? That's good enough.
Yeah.
I like this comment. Gonna find out if that theory works. Southside tubing. So I think you mean loop saddles, those jump saddles. That was a video where he talked about like finding micro leaks with those loop saddles. It's pretty interesting. So actually, Scott and I talked about this. So Reese says Scott needs a Galt evaporator show off during the season. I said, Scott, I'll get you an evaporator. What'd you say, Scott?
No.
Why?
Because
I tried. This is really important because of Scott's character. Go ahead and tell him why.
I love my evaporator. I built my arch with my friend based on what I wanted. And I've made it my own.
Yep.
And I've been able to turn it into something that people say doesn't exist.
Tell him about your evaporation rate.
I did 120, making 10 gallons of syrup an hour last year.
He probably filled it
2x6.
full of syrup and just did one big draw. And then he was like, look how much I made.
I don't think that was one of the nights that I put syrup on the floor, but it was close because you got to find a place to put syrup when you're
That's humming, dude. For a 2x6.
How many taps do you have, Scott?
1,600.
What are you running your concentrate to?
Yes. And the reason I say that is because I go to a minimum of 8, but I don't have a top number.
Okay, that's fine.
And that's because my goal is to boil a minimum of 2 hours, but no more than 4 to 6. So if we've got a ton of sap, I just turn that thing down and I step on it even more. And it's just a time piece because I probably got to go to work the next day. And it's a firewood thing. So I don't have a set number, but the minimum I like to boil is 8.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because I had a 2x6 on about 1,800 taps, and I could only get maximum of 3 hours of boiling before I had to shut down because the sugar, sand, and niter would build up in my pan. I'd lose boil, and it would almost start to burn the pan. I could not get more than 3 hours, and I was only taking it to about 8. And I figured it out. It was the volume of sap I was running through that small 2 foot by 2 foot area, but I was also fuel oil. So that's a very intense, consistent heat. Do you think that would be the difference? Like, do you run into that with yours? Because I would have made that, but I had to go.
Wood doesn't get the efficiency as far as like the gallons, or I'm sorry, oil doesn't get the gallons an hour that wood can, because wood is just burning hotter, but oil is more consistent. So we're running crazy hot. I mean, I control the air through the grates, and that's how I adjust the fire. And when the base stack is got a glow to it, is when
you have a custom arch.
Yeah, it's based on a CDL intensifier, but yes, it's nothing really like an intensifier other than the theories behind it. But the bubbler keeps things moving. I haven't really put it in a video yet. I mean, people have seen it, but I've gone to Revolution pans for syrup pans this year. And that's because they need to switch sides more often. Whereas before with the Patriot pans, I didn't switch because it was a pain. And I had too many hours on one side too many times. So now I can hot swap on the fly with the Revolution.
So does that keep your niter moving to where you don't have to, like, do you have that? Like, how often do you have to clean your front pan? Because like I said, I can only get 3 hours max.
More than I should is probably the right answer to that question. I at least every other boil. I clean it now more than I have in the past. And that's because it's easier and I figured out a system. But my goal this year is to probably clean my syrup pan every boil and the flue pan at least every other, if not every boil, depending on what we have. But I mean, I've come close to ruining a pan too many times, so I need to clean more. But I'm generally able to get through a boil without having to stop and clean. But I do have a spare pan sitting on the shelf just in case too many of these and something happens.
Yeah, because I'm at that crossroad where I know I'm never going to be 3,000 taps again. I'm realistically, between me and Dom, I'm probably not going to be much over 1,200 taps ever again, just with where I'm moving forward and at. So my 3x12 I have, that's a big unit. I mean, I almost don't even need an RO at that point, but I got to make a decision here.
That's a lot of rig for that number of taps.
I know.
And your gallons an hour is going to make it to where your cost of production isn't really worth it because you've got to run the same burner that you're better, and you've got to stay. If that burner's running, you can't leave. Whereas if you get a smaller rig and you've got an RO, if anyone is looking, Dave's looking for a nice, cheap, used RO, good for one season right now.
Possibly, yep.
So if you've got one, he's your guy. But you can let that thing run and put it in autopilot and go do other things during the day.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of that an RO brings compared to running a bigger rig that you have to babysit, and it's going to burn double the fuel oil
Yeah.
that you need for the number of taps.
Yeah, it's
So
13 gallons an hour.
yeah, that
This is a
you know,
great
and
comment right here. Is Hughes going to be a rep? Now, I'm going to say this plain as day. I would hire Dave 2 years ago. He could sell syrup. He could sell equipment. That's up to Dave. That's not a Nate Bissell decision. Like, Dave and I are ride or die. Here's the deal. Dave
Everything's
knows-
about timing. Let's just
like,
everything's
these
about
guys. We know each other. Like, we all know each other, and they know my heart. I know their heart. If Dave wants to do this, it's a no-brainer. It's not a question of whether I'm going to be like, Dave, do you want to sell gold? It's going to be like, if Dave wants to.
Yep.
So right in his backyard, if I get some sales, I'm going to go, Dave, you want to be a dealer? You deserve this. Do you want to do it? So that's a great question. It's not a matter of whether I want Dave. I do. It's a matter of whether Dave has the time, the
It's
energy.
timing.
He's
It's
really
timing.
good at what he does in his professional life, and it actually ties right in. But Dave's just a genuine guy, so it doesn't matter. Like, I actually think Dave should be selling syrup for me. Like, he could move juice. Like, I can move juice. So, which is what makes all this go around. So if I had my druthers, Dave selling equipment, it's all right. Dave selling syrup, bing, 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 sign me up.
how long was our conversation?
What's that?
Nate, how long was our conversation, Nate, about this whole situation?
Yeah, listen,
It wasn't quick.
You and I have the same, like, we've gone through the same things. I understand exactly what Scott Dunn earned this 3 years ago.
But
Like,
it was a few months of you
we've been talking for a
pestering
while.
me, and
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm like, dude, Scott Dunn, he can sell a freaking vacuum pump in Minneapolis. Like, I'm in. Like, I see that. I don't give a crap about boundaries. Scott Becker vacuum pump in Minneapolis. I'm in.
What are they going to do with it? Never mind. I'm not even.
Never
gonna go
mind.
with what they're
Just
gonna
go
do
with it.
Funny. Like, yeah, like Scott's content is so valuable to the maple industry.
He takes time. He's
Top
genuine.
top three. Yeah. What,
Everybody.
Dave, top 3.
Yeah. Scott, I put him right up there, top 2.
Well, as far as like communicating with the farmers, obviously,
to-
look, Nikki does a great job. She has a great following, and she's going to talk to a wider audience than any of us will. She's definitely got the largest following. But for who's going to buy equipment, who's going to like influence.
But she's more your level. Like, they're the big boxer production. Scott is talking to 90% of the maple industry. That's the difference.
Definitely. It's a no-brainer. Scott Dunn, #1 draft pick. Yes. Like,
How many people show putting syrup on the floor? This guy. There aren't many people that do, because you want to show unicorns and rainbows and everything's all hunky dory, and it is, as long, if I can get it on video, you're going to see it.
so I do a lot of tours that I contact a lot of people like, I want to come see your sugar house and do a, and they're like, we're not ready. We want everything clean.
Perfect.
And I'm like, dude, you'll never be ready. There's so many people that I've contacted over the years, like, I want to make a video with you, and they're like, my sugar house is included. They want everything perfect. Do you know what people want to see?
Real.
Authentic.
Yeah.
Well, listen, think about it. We got AI taken off like you wouldn't believe. All this other stuff.
Good point.
I think the value of just real, genuine people doing it, the value of this is just going to keep growing and growing and growing. Honestly, to me personally, I mean, that might be a little biased, but
I mean, the one thing I do is I try and keep the language PG, because I speak colorfully.
You're like
Um,
PG-13. You're close, bud.
Well,
You're close.
most of
close.
the time. I mean, it just I do try and clean
You're
that up because
professional.
you
You're being
to put on
professional.
YouTube. Yeah, I don't want it to look like I'm a pirate, but sometimes color comes out.
Like PG-13 came about because there was like several movies that were PG. Poltergeist, what is it? Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. What's the little furry guys? If you get water on them, the Gremlins. They're all PG. And I know this because my brother-in-law, when his kids would come over, they're like, only PG movies. And I'm like, loophole. I know a lot of PG movies that would now be PG-13 to rated R. I found the loophole. Yeah, Poltergeist, freaking scary if you're a kid. So a lot of big dealers see money, not the customer. Called with a question, never got a call back. Have bought 2 fans, tubing, fittings, everything. Very disappointed. So Mark Perkins, look, I'm being very specific with the people I'm talking to, with the people I'm working with. I donated, 4 vacuum pumps?
5.
Don't say that. Come on. Last time we did the big announcement, who am I looking for? That person that just needs an edge. They just need that next level. I'm after those people. I am in Vermont this week. I am dropping off vacuum pumps to people that, dude, they just needed a chance. Like the technology of the vacuum they're using versus what I can provide will more than pay for that vacuum pump. They can't afford the vacuum pump. I'm like, dude, I will. This vacuum company gave me 120-day terms. They're like, Nate, go sell as many as you can. I'm like, cool. If you need a vacuum pump, let me know because I got terms that will, after season, I'll take your syrup and trade for the vacuum pump. So I'm going to have a location in Vermont where I'm going to have vacuum pumps. I'm going to have all sorts of things too. I'm going to have a lot of stuff.
Are you going to
You're
have
not
a
gonna find a-
destination in Vermont for purchasing syrup? Is that still a thing, or?
Yes. I'm actually actively looking for a location where I will buy syrup, loan equipment, drums. I'm bringing like truckloads.
Gotcha.
I mean, I think that right there is a huge deal that, having equipment available, people, hey, end of the season, trade syrup for your equipment.
Yeah.
That right there, I mean, get you up and running, and you investing in sugar makers are going to invest in you.
That's
And
essentially what crop
that's the name of
farmers
the game.
do. That's
My
what crop
focus-
farmers do.
I didn't come up with this. I'm telling you, Clayton Christie came up with this. I didn't. I just watched him. I'm like, this dude is just trying to make farmers successful.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to
grow together. Grow together.
I am 100% following the Clayton Christie model. He just cared about the success of the farmer, and everything else took care of itself. Here's a good question. Here's a good statement. Here we go. So I'm in New York, about 5 hours away from you, Scott, but I'm in the market for a new evaporator. Would love to do business with yourself, Nate, and Scott. Yeah. Like,
Cool.
where are you at? Like, I do have dealers in New York. I got 2, potentially 3, potentially 4. So if you're in New York, you will work with the dealer. We'll help you out. I will send you to somebody I trust and back them 100%. When are you going to be making a Galt website with all the Galt products?
I've been asked this several times. I got messages.
My gosh. Dude, I didn't expect this.
I got messages.
I bought the freaking domain. I got the whole thing. I just did 2 evaporators this year. I didn't expect the success. So, like, give me a little bit of, like, give me a little break. We're
You get 120 days.
120. I did not expect I knew, I kind of knew that over time that I've developed a personal brand and a relationship with people. I knew, I just didn't think it was like this. I didn't think so many of you were like, Nate, I want one, which is totally different than, I would like to get a quote from you because I'm getting 5 quotes. Like, totally different. If you ask me for a quote, I don't have time for you.
Well, let's just be
If
honest.
you're worried that I'm going to rip you off, go sell to the people who are.
Well, think
buy
about this.
Who are.
You know how many people made in USA is still important to?
A lot.
You're looking at one. I mean, that's a huge deal. It's
Mhm.
local. We can deal with the people. We know where it came from. This back to service, quality, issues. It's all here, guys. And it's all within a 10-hour drive for most, you know, like
Speaking of these sweatshirts, Farmington made.
America.
Farmington, Maine.
go.
These things
That's
are
what I'm
made.
saying.
America.
Even the hat, by the way, Richardson hats. Like, there's a theme. If I can buy it in America, I will.
Maybe mine will be in the next Sapchat.
I need to deliver an evaporator to Dave, and I'm sure
We got to
He
do a
will be-
whole video on it.
several hoodies. It's a good. I love your videos, Scott. They're authentic.
Thank you.
I'm with you, dude.
I think everybody is.
So I was running 20 bricks through a 2x8 on fuel oil and never cleaned the front pan. I have a question. And
You are living on the wild side, my good man.
I do believe in this. So I do believe that steamaways, are flash pans. If you build scale in the steamaway and flash pans, it will save your front pan. So I am curious, with a 2x8, did you have a steamaway or flash pan to take that scale?
Interesting.
It
Yeah,
does.
'cause
And
they
Dave
make
and
it
I
on in the back, and so it
Dave and
doesn't
I are
have to
working
travel
on
through
the-
the rest of it.
So he has a really good product with his flash pan, but we're actually working on the next generation that will actually make it easier for people to clean, keep running, because that scale is awful in those steamaways, like awful.
You know what I'm really excited about to really see? I'm sure obviously it works because he's putting it on there, is the chip catcher and the like sludge, that whole thing
Mhm.
comes in there, catches the chips in your niter. If that really works, man, that's going to be awesome.
Can Dave sell snowballs to Eskimos? It sounds like he can.
No.
Dude, he can sell
Mhm.
water that they can turn into snowballs. He doesn't have to sell them snowballs. They can make their own. I agree. I've watched all of Scott's videos, and he shows the real side of maple, the ups and downs, spilled syrup, boiling sodas, can clean up, forgetting the tubing tool or cutters, the real raw side. It's true. Scott is the OG of
My
maple tubers.
You want to say goodnight to everyone?
She going.
How many vacuum pumps? So Brad's on here. He says, how many vacuum pumps has Scott sold in Minnesota?
One.
One. But I will say, it led to other things. Like, Brad's the OG. Like, he's a real deal. I'm like, Brad, do you want to be a Gulf dealer? Like, he's in. He wants an evaporator. We're gonna work on some solar. Like, that guy knows what he's doing.
Mhm.
Like, and what did I say, Brad? I'm like, do you want to join the team? I didn't. Like, when people have good ideas, this is what the equipment companies have forgotten. Like, if a guy has a good idea, like, why wouldn't you bring him on the team? It doesn't make sense.
That's one thing that Nate and I have talked about, is that farmers have the ideas. They just may not necessarily have the means to produce it. Like, because I've been talking to Nate about a
Some ideas,
sap lifter. Yeah. And it's
drawings included.
right. Because I think it'll work, but I don't have the things or the access to get it. But it in theory, it works. But there are farmers out there that have the ideas. Now, you can't take everything into production and do the R&D on it right away. But if I can get a couple parts, I can do it myself and then be like, here, produce this because it works.
Yeah.
And all that's going to do is help this industry tremendously. And then it helps the producer because they should get something for that. It's their idea.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Well, they're in the real world. They're in the woods doing I mean, they have the experience. They're not just sitting there pushing numbers and tightening the budget. You know, they're out there. This is what we need. Why can't somebody just produce
Right.
it? And then you get it in front of a big corporation. They're just looking at.
They've
Do
only
not
got so much money for R&D.
Do not let the accountants make decisions.
They're not my favorite people, especially when
They will not get you American-made hoodies. You will get Chinese hats for $2.
Yep.
Like, I want swag people want to wear because they're like, this is freaking nice. Like these, like it's $77 for an American-made hoodie.
I mean, I
don't
buy
care.
Carhartt sweatshirts that I wear even at work. It's a Carhartt sweatshirt. Why? Because they wear like iron, they're
do.
warm, and they're comfortable. It's
But
value right there.
I've been
I
a
spent good
Carhartt
money on
guy
it
for years.
but
they're made in Honduras. That
sure,
sweater
but
you're
there's
wearing is made what?
good, fast,
1
cheap.
hour from
Remember,
you? That
hour and a
thing's made
half.
Hour and a half. So Farmington's 1 hour from you. Like I'm all in.
Yeah.
We have a relationship with the owners of Origin, and they helped us out, allowed us to become a what do you like a reseller?
Hmm?
Who
Distributor.
films dropping a hood and doesn't edit it out?
I did that too.
That's what he's talking about. That's what he's saying. Who films that? He's saying he's keeping it real.
Don't you think the real stuff's like better?
So, I mean, I think that they watch my stuff, I think, for an entertainment value. They're looking to learn something,
You
but
are
they're looking to be entertained.
It's
And,
true.
you know, it's stupid jokes and, you know, spilt syrup, you know, stupid things like that because it's personality. I'm not a robot. Even at work, you know, you try and keep things light because it makes things go by faster. And I in my videos, to a point, I want people to sit there and go, what is this idiot going to say or do next? Because, you know, when you've got that, I don't need to have this big thing like, oh, big announcement coming, and then put it off for, you know, 30 minutes. It's,
Dude,
you
this
know,
has been the biggest audience we've ever had in Snapchat. It's not even close. 70 people on Snapchat. I don't know what's good on me.
The next one we have to say no announcement.
Yeah. But you know what? It might be like for the people that are waiting for we might do a giveaway. I'm gonna like make it sneaky. If we don't say big announcement, I'm doing a giveaway.
Well, because if they don't show up, then they don't get it. So
I agree.
You're not going to say announcement, and then they miss it, and then they're going to be mad because they didn't get the giveaway.
I think we really changed some lives, though. Like, there's some people that got a pump. Like, I'm delivering one from our Sapchat. I'm delivering one like Monday or Tuesday this week. Like
Nice.
coming up from our Sapchat.
Yep.
So I'm in Washington County next to Vermont, eastern side of the state, 45 minutes east of Albany. Thanks, Darren. We know where you're at. Shaver Hill Farm, good people. 100%.
Damien's a
Hill
genius.
is a freaking smart dude.
I'm impressed with him.
Yeah. I'm like, Damien, what do you think of this? And he's like freaking calculus and stuff. He's putting letters with numbers. There's letters with the numbers, Damien. Any plans to produce and distribute maple nutty bars? No.
Ooh,
No, but they would be delicious. I love
that
nutty
sounds.
bars.
Oh, that's not even fair.
I had a payday.
That's a maple lunch. That's a maple lunch right there.
Payday right here. No steam away, just 2x8 smoky leg. Dak attack.
Wow.
I will say that the niter issue depends on your woods because there's some woods that
Regional.
make a ton of niter and there's some woods that don't. And
Dude, I'd have
it
a
varies.
I'd have half inch of sludge in 3
Well,
hours.
yeah.
Of oil.
I love
Yeah,
this
because
question.
it's because you're out there and you know it's Michigan and it's different out there. You know, you have O's and when you talk and stuff like that.
So where are Navax made? I think this is somebody thinking they're getting I gotcha. They're made what everybody else's vacuum pumps are made. China.
Wrong.
Uh-oh.
Beckers are made in Germany.
Man, I hate to tell you this.
Gotcha.
He's like, gotcha there.
No, I hate to tell you this. Just because the parts come from China to Germany doesn't make them. Listen, I wish I could tell you everything I know about the manufacturing facility that all these vacuum pumps come out of.
It could be
secrecy, and it's freaking everybody's pumps. And then they ship them to Germany and go, we're made in Germany. No, even Belgium, Atlas Copco, same plant. We're Belgium, we're Germany. Where are you getting your parts? They're all coming out of China.
Didn't you say a certain maple company was getting China barrels sent into a certain place and then stamped and then sent here?
No, they pull the made in China sticker off and put a made in Canada sticker on it.
That I thought
That
you said
is
that
a
was it.
very good business practice. Like, that's good. We all
Classy.
know who it is. We all know who it is.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
At least us three.
You know who you are too. Like, I'm not holding back. I would love to deal with Scott and buy from him. I'm done with the one in New Hampshire. 6-hour drive, but worth it. Would Scott?
There we go. Let's
Dude,
go.
Mark, I'm Scott.
Let's
I'll
go.
ship to you, and it's still Scott. Like, you guys determine what you want. I'll bring it, and like, we'll meet you.
Go see Scott.
You'd be surprised where I end up through the year. I put some miles on. My new truck has 22,000 miles on it in a year.
I will not, like, Scott does not deserve a boundary. A boundary's stupid. How many people buy from Galt because of Scott? Why does he have a boundary? It's dumb.
I
That's what I'm
bought
saying.
my
The whole industry's flipping. Like, it's getting Netflixed, and everybody's like, be kind, rewind. And like, no, you can't stop what's happening.
yeah.
You mentioned equipment for small producers. Working with Dave Yoakum will be a game changer for them to be more productive and grow. Dave's really good at what he does.
Yep.
I will say. Dave probably needs help on he just needs a helper. Like, Dave's a one-man band, sort of. He has helpers that come in, but he knows. Like, everything that comes in, I send to Dave. And he's excited. Like, that family that came from Ontario, they stopped at his place. And they were excited to see it. Maple nut goodies were the bomb. That's a Brock's candy. And I'm pretty sure there is no maple in there. So, John Smoot, you got fooled. Navax versus Becker vacuum pumps. I like it. I'm in.
I will tell you that when it comes down to it, with anything with equipment, service, how quick can you get parts?
Parts
How
and
well
service.
does your salesman know what he's doing? I mean, look at John Deere. Why is John Deere what they are? Because they have service and they have parts close to everybody.
Yeah.
Why is Fendt not? Because they don't have parts and service near everybody.
Yeah.
And it's the same with your pumps.
Stop throwing out
It's-
tractor names like Fendt.
well, because I'm not just
Fendt could be
I'm
a
not
better
just a
product
pretty
if it's
face.
availability of the parts and service. Here locally,
It's exactly
Michigan, Fendt's taken over. They are.
But it
we
becomes
got
down to
good
parts and
dealers.
service.
Yeah, well, what happened is a big conglomerate, John Deere with 38 stores came in and bought up all the mom and pops, and you think that the service would go up. They put in more technicians and everything. It's actually done the opposite. They're not even stocking the parts because they don't have the,
The capital.
the history with the local farmers, that were coming in. The guys behind the parts counter were ordering those parts because they knew what equipment they had. All that's gone. It's just streamlined now. What Deere says to stock, everybody's waiting. And now Fendt and these other
with John
dealers
Deere
are coming in, and they're
really
taking over.
irritated me was they made it so only they could do all the repairs. They lost in the Supreme Court.
Yeah,
for
they
that.
lost. Yeah.
Like, that's bullcrap.
So even up around us, United is coming in. They bought up every damn John Deere dealership. I got to fight with my phone because it's dying here. But they bought up all the John Deere dealerships, and Dave is 100% right. They can't keep help because they treat them like dirt.
Yep.
And they can't keep customers because they treat them like dirt, because they don't have anything in stock. They don't negotiate. Like, if you go to one United store and you say, "Hey, I want a price on this tractor." They put you in their system, and when you go to the next one to talk to a different salesman, they go, "You got to go back and talk to him. We can't talk to you."
Yep. And they
Which
own all the
is-
stores, so you're
Yep.
done.
So we've got, I think there's one or two still left in Maine that aren't owned by United now, and that's where I go, is
Yep.
to the one that's not owned by United. But
Did you know Deere is actually pushing that? It's not even just these bigger
it's
dealers.
easier for them.
It is, and they're basically forcing these mom and pops. Like, you can either sell out and get your money from this big guy, or we're gonna take your license. Like, we're gonna run you out.
Well, not even that. How can you get any? You can't order a tractor if United fills all the roles, so that
Yes.
all the booking is taken. And
Yeah.
it's crap, but I don't blame some of these owners for selling, because who was going to take over in their family? So
Yeah.
you take the money when you can, and it is what it is. But they treat their employees like dirt. They
Yes.
treat their customers like dirt, and
Yes.
the customers suffer.
Yep.
So
Lucky us.
I like this comment. Navax versus Becker. Here's the challenge. I want to sell more Navac pumps in Maine than Scott's can sell Becker. That's my goal. So if you need a vacuum pump
I knew that was coming.
and you like this beard over the handlebar mustache, you want a Navac, let me know. Scott will happily, with a big smile on his face.
You can't give them away and call it a sale, though. That doesn't count.
No. I'm done. Dude, I did enough giveaways for 5 years.
You were just talking about doing more giveaways
No,
a minute ago.
in their mind, there might be.
It's probably going to be a hat from here on out. Nate's budget is set.
This is like talking to my wife. You
There
just
might be-
change the
yeah, you're right.
change the
Let's give away
rules.
hats. The biggest thing is the temperature compensated hydrometer cup. We need those. It's good comment.
Yes.
I don't run into much
I'll
nitro.
take two.
We need those sooner rather than later.
And for several boils and
ASAP.
not build up. Stack temp over 1,000, so it must be woods to woods. It's 100% true. There's people that
Yep.
just get more niter. It is geographic.
It
It
is.
is soil. I feel bad for people that have to use hydrochloric acid to clean their membranes. That's just nuts. If they were the same plant, how come Atlas are junk now, according to you, and these ones are good? I love this stuff. Dude, I love freaking trolls. I like this. I will never stop.
Could come down to part supplier, new part supplier.
You cannot get parts for Atlas.
Right.
You can't.
Oh,
Like, I had the entire maple industry sending all of their customers to me and Fred because we knew the people in the tech shop and we could get stuff. It's all about parts. If you snap your veins and can't get veins, that's jacked up.
Mhm.
Like, so
That's
yes,
fault.
according to
Yeah.
me, they're not junk. I know a lot of people at Atlas love these guys. I worked with them for 10 years.
wow.
Good dudes. I can call them up right now. And like all of them, they know me. I know them. They're just working for a giant company. They're so big they can't do the right thing. So that's the problem. Like, I like Atlas, except they can't get parts anymore.
Atlas made great pumps, and the maple industry loved them.
They're great.
But if they break or something happens and you can't
They're
fix them,
throwaways. They're
They're
Here's
throwaways.
scrap.
what I did. I bought back every Atlas pump that I sold to a loss because my name mattered more to me than my name mattered to Atlas. So no one's going to question. Like, I bought them all back. If you had a problem, bought it back. It was a loss for me because if I can't service it, what the frick am I doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm still pissed about it. And everyone
too.
at Atlas will tell you the same thing. Like, yeah, Nate's right. Nate's right. Called them all out. CDL barrels.
He said it, not us, right? I don't know.
Yeah, Canada made and China made. The Canada made is a few dollars more. That could be due to the labor of changing stickers. Like that might be.
Oh no.
Yeah, you might have to. It's a few dollars to pay somebody to change stickers. Dude, it's well known. Like, I'm not saying anything
The
doesn't.
old Chinese.
Well known.
So
Love
with
it.
that, there is a certain amount of product, no matter what manufacturer you get it from, that is coming right off a boat.
Yeah, most certainly.
It is what it is. Stainless fittings, they're all
Yeah.
coming off a boat
Yep.
because that's who can make them the cheapest, and they
Yep.
are what they are. So
Yep.
just understand, and I'm not trying to be a jerk about it, but just understand there are certain things. It is what
They're
it
not
is.
even available.
But then there's some that are hiding it. Don't hide it. Just tell the truth. That's all
Yes,
people
exactly.
want. Just tell the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
you tell your kids that, but then when you go to work, you forget about it because you're worried about a damn, image. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't have to remember what I tell people.
That's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
Yep. So how about glass? So I've been talking about this a lot with Damien, the Galt folks. So like we're at like a level where we can buy glass, even plastic jugs from Sugar Hill, and then offer them to farmers at a way reduced price.
Who
I
hates
have
dealing
no
with
idea.
Sugar Hill? Everybody.
What's
Everybody
that?
hates dealing with. Who hates dealing with Sugar Hill right now? Everybody. Everyone hates dealing with Sugar Hill because on the smaller side,
Not me.
they like. But that's where I'm going with that.
Hey,
The
you're
smaller
in the
people
1%
struggle with
here.
it.
No. Like I can help you.
Right. And that's
I can help
what
you.
is needed because right now Sugar Hill is taking in the last order that we had in for the main association jugs, we had in for I don't know how long and all this, and they came back and they go 120 days. And you're like,
Everybody's
oh.
complaining they don't want it fixed. They don't freaking want it fixed. It can be fixed, but it's just I'd rather tell you about it and you about it, complain
So
about it.
what's going on then? What's the behind the stories with it? Is there production? Is it
Stop
supply?
stop buying direct. Start buying from somebody who gets a huge volume discount, who can give you better
Why
service.
can't they fill the orders?
Because they sell 16 million quarts to Costco.
It's that
4 million gallons. That is more syrup than the United States makes. And every association's like, they don't even return my call.
Right. They got into the private label. When they got into the private label for every producer that wanted to be, they couldn't keep up because every time they got to change the roll of stickers on the thing or they got to change the plates, and it's just taking them way back.
So
they want to
call
take jugs.
Damien Hill. That dude's got a really good labeler. He gets a great price on jugs. Damien Hill, Shaver Hill. He is moving more jugs than people realize. That's a good thing. Every association, stop dealing with Sugar Hill direct and deal with somebody who understands it, can warehouse it, and you'll get better pricing, better service. It's
the service is the big thing.
Why are
Finish
you?
what you're saying there, Scott?
What's that?
Finish what you were saying there.
They can't change plates fast enough to keep up with the demand. Because they have to change the run for whoever. They want to take and make as many jugs as they can, put them in a box and throw it on a pallet. They don't want to have to change. Like they probably have one machine that just makes Costco quarts all day, every day.
They did increase production. They did. They added another machine. I think they doubled or quadrupled their quart production.
Yep.
I mean, it's understandable, but at the same time, then just don't offer it. Just say, hey, at this time,
there it is.
We're not. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, just don't.
That's what they need to do is they need to cut back on the private labels and get back to bigger minimum orders.
There you go.
That make it to where they can get back on track. Because when they got bought out for the 135th time, they said, "Oh, we're going to fix it," and that's a bunch of bullshit. They haven't fixed it. They've gotten worse. But when they were at the North American show and last year in Maine, they were still looking to take on new private labels. You can't keep up with what you're doing now. Why do you want to make it worse, you dumb shit?
Now they're starting to farm it out to the people that know what they're doing on the small runs.
Okay, so do that, but don't hide it. Stop screwing people around and making it worse because your name sucks, but no one can do anything about it because Sugar Hill makes the bacon jugs. So you're under control of them. Bacon's not taking any on anyone else because they can't get enough for their customers, but they're smart enough to say, we can't take on anyone new. And Sugar Hill goes, bring in the order. We'll take it. You go to the
So-
bottom of the pile that never gets smaller.
Here's an idea. Just an idea. Do you guys know who Sold Price is? Sold Price. This whole model eventually became Costco, where you would pay money to be a member so you can go in and buy. Let's just say a quart cost me 65 cents because I buy so many. But I'm like, listen, I have an idea. I'm going to start a maple superstore. And because I get such good pricing on quarts because I move a ton, I'm going to offer it to all the farmers.
But they have to label it themselves, though, right? You could just going to be a blank jug. They get their own labels. They'd have to
That's a
label
pain.
it.
Stop
That's a
screwing
pain in
my
the ass. I'm
analogy.
not doing
Wait,
that.
just wait.
Okay.
But I would have somebody I can say, look, if you want it labeled, go to, Shaver Hill. But what if, because this is what happens in the maple industry. Everybody figured out from the catalog where they can buy everything direct. It's the Amazon world. So, like, if you want to buy wire and the gripples, go to Ken Cove because that's where everybody's buying it from, anyways. And the farmers start like figuring out where they can buy stuff direct, but there's certain things that they cannot buy direct and make and win. And one of them is glass and plastic.
Mhm.
And I feel every dealer is just sticking it. It's not their fault. Every equipment manufacturer, I pay 35 cents for a 12-ounce glass bottle. What are
Yeah,
farmers?
it's not the dealers because the dealers, their margins aren't that big.
So what if I just did a super warehouse? It's going to cost you $100 a year membership. You can come buy your glass for 60 cents a bottle. Would the farmers do it?
I think you may pick up farmers, but you may pick up dealers too, because if it's better than what they get, and bigger than that is
I don't care.
Availability.
Availability.
I mean, if I put the order and I want it, or tell me it's 6 months out, okay, I can deal with that. But it's the mystery of I put an order in and it's in Never Never Land. That doesn't help.
Yeah.
So, like, I buy a ton of plastic jugs. What if I offered it to the farmers because of my price point? If a quart jug cost me 68 cents and I offered to farmers for 80 cents, but it's like the club store, you got to buy a membership. What happens if I do a superstore? You buy a membership, you can buy glass, plastic, things cheaper. What do farmers do?
They talk. They drink coffee.
I'm not
They
paying no
they
$100.
ruminate.
I ain't paying no $100. I ain't paying no $100 a year to come buy Bissel's crap. Like, but when you go, can you buy me this and this and this?
Like a co-op.
You pay the $100. Listen,
Well, yeah, because if they know they can go and get it, they're going to do it. Because, I mean, I'm no different. I'm not the best at planning ahead, and a lot of things turn into a fire sale. So when I need it, I need it.
Yeah.
So I need to go someplace and get it.
Yep.
And I don't think I'm the only one that's in that situation because we're busy. There's full-time jobs. There's, kids. There's dance class. By the way, have I mentioned how much of a pain in the ass dance class is?
I heard it's more expensive than sports for boys.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but those things, but if you can go someplace and get it when you need it, there's value in that.
Yeah. Huge. And we're losing that across the US.
Yeah, because everyone's consolidating.
Yeah.
And a lot of manufacturers, people don't want to hedge the bet on bringing in inventory and having it sit there because that takes up capital.
Yeah. Well, especially like I doubt the maple industry is any different, but usually sales industry product standard is 10 to 20%. I doubt maple's much different. I don't know. I can't speak from experience there, and I'm sure you don't even want to disclose that, but that's not a lot if you're thinking about talking about capital and all. Like that's a lot. It's not
And
a lot.
storage.
Yeah.
Storage is a pain in the ass.
And then think of inflation at the rate of inflation's going, all that you take that off, like it's not a lot on the bone.
So Kevin Holy says Becker will blow anyone out of the vacuum industry.
We're not trying to blow them out of the industry. We're trying to suck them. We're trying to suck them out.
At least you don't blow like a guzzler.
Well, they suck and blow like a guzzler, I thought.
Yes, they suck and blow. I know all too well dealing with working on farm equipment. Been working farm 26 years.
Everything is, yeah, it's crazy. And when the cows got to be fed, you got to get this planted because the rain's coming. It's just the farmers almost have to have their own part supply in their own shop now. They're the ones that have to cover it.
This is a question. Is Clayton the only one that did SERP trade for equipment? Clayton didn't, not that I know of. I don't think he did any SERP for trade.
I don't think so.
No.
There are other people out there that will take syrup and trade.
Yeah.
Me?
We're doing it. Me and Nate are doing it. I'm giving the syrup for the evaporator.
Bringing me syrup? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So Scott, since you're running the Becker dry vein this year, are you worried about breaking more veins with it being dry and no lubrication?
No. They're designed to run dry. I ran a gassed dry vein pump I bought it in 2015, and last year was the first year that I didn't use it, and I never had to change veins in it. They wear out. Are they the perfect vacuum pump? Nope. But they're economical, and the ones that I'm running is more of a test about efficiency. About can I run on a small generator and get that price down to where it's affordable to run on an off-grid system for small.
And you guys run those Hondas, right? They're like really low fuel consumption.
Yep, that's what I went with, is to try and Honda 1000s, because they're the smallest motor for the power that I can get, and Hondas are known for efficiency, so I'm trying to get my cost per day down. It'll be under $2 a gallon cost per day to run the pump.
I have my 1800. I run it on eco mode with my guzzler. I get 11. I think it's like at the price of gas what it was last year. I can't remember exactly, but it was like 52 cents an hour.
So this River Bend says, I'm in need of glass. Who should I call?
Well, for him, it's going to be Sugar Bush Supply. It's the closest. They're the guys in Indiana? Yeah, he's like right an hour and a half from me.
Or if
he just got his new evaporator, just showed up.
$100 a year for membership, I could help you.
There you go. That too.
I've started to sell syrup primarily in glass. Looks better, less competition. I don't have to deal with Sugar Hill. Glass is actually cheaper than plastic most of the time.
Yeah.
How does Bush compare to Navac and Becker? Dude, the technology, all the freaking same.
Everyone was running Bush pumps, and they were running the claw pumps because the Minks were indestructible. The Bushes are a great pump.
Until they needed rebuilt.
Well, right. And the trouble is that you can't compare like a screw pump to a claw pump to an oil vein pump to a dry vein. You have to go apples and apples. So
break those down, Scott. Do the differences if you don't mind.
You can compare them. They're just different.
And that's what I say is that, so you go to dry vein, it's not going to put out it won't get as high as CFM as high of inches. It'll do the CFM, but it won't do the inches because it doesn't have the oil sealing it, and they get a little bit warmer. The oil vein pumps will give you your highest inches of vacuum and longevity. Screw pumps, claw pumps, they move a ton of CFM and they make great vacuum. They do better if you screw up and you swallow some sap. They don't mind it as much. You're going to blow up a dry vein or a an oil vein if you swallow some sap. The
which
veins
is
don't
less
like it.
maintenance overall. Durability, maintenance.
Claw or a screw, probably.
Okay.
Wouldn't you say that, Nate?
What's that?
Durability and less maintenance would be a claw or a screw pump, probably.
I think the wet screw pump is the best vacuum for large producers.
Yeah, when you get into super big pumps, then
Yeah.
your head the oil veins aren't as prominent. You're getting into a screw or a claw pump.
Listen, I've got big, huge vein pumps. They're awesome, but those wet screw pumps, like the GHS from Atlas Copco, they are the best. We are certainly looking for another option because they're it, dude. If you
So
want
does a screw pump sound exactly like it is? Is it like two screws run together creating the vacuum?
so it's like a compressor but backwards.
Yeah, basically like a tow behind compressor that a construction company would use.
Yep.
They're using screw pumps. They just your intake and exhaust switch, so they suck and blow, but different than a guzzler.
I knew it. Got
They
it.
blow. I run 1,000-watt propane generators. Run 60 hours for $8. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That is pretty cheap. So we are at maximum amount of people watching. We are at 82, 83. That's an insane amount of people for a Sapchat, by the way.
Saturday night, man. Let's go. It's better than Sunday. This works way better for me than a Sunday, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding. Huh. So
My schedule rotates, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
yours
like,
is-
the farmers are always going to figure out where they can buy things cheaper.
Mhm.
But if you group together within an equipment company, you can't beat it. Like glass, plastic. So I'm looking at areas we can win. Why would I try to do something that's not going to win? Like, I just think glass and plastic is something that we can win at due to the volume we move. There's not a packer that doesn't buy more glass and plastic than an equipment company. Like, they just do. Like semi truckloads. I get semi truckloads of glass every freaking
and
month.
it's not going to be too much different than what you're doing. So it's going to help you and help us grow because the more you buy, you might get a little bit better price break. So
that's
kinda-
an internal discussion. Like, I think Galt should buy the glass and Bissell Maple Farm should buy it from Galt.
I don't
I
care
do.
how you do it, as long as we can get it.
Same as plastic. Like,
Right.
we
As
just
long as I
went,
can get it, I don't care.
we went,
Dude, do what you do, Nate.
yeah,
Yeah.
You do you.
I'm in. I'm in. Where are you getting a 20-pound LP tank filled for $8? That's a good question. I like when you guys are beating each other up, not us.
Yeah, and he's the cheapest around. He's in Amish country, and he can go get it filled right off the tank. So he knows the propane price.
What do you guys pay for glass?
Oh, I can't remember. I'd have to go pull
Like, if
it
you
and
buy
see.
glass, like I pay 33. I got American companies right now trying to break in. They're like, if you buy pallets, I'll sell you 8-ounce and 12-ounce for 33 cents for 12-ounce.
I get mine from Sugar Bush Supply, and it's the Arkansas glass, and I get the stouts. And I don't know. I don't even want to say it. I can't remember.
Scott, your farmers that buy from you, if you were selling glass, like,
I'd have to go look.
are they paying over $1?
For like the 8 or 12 ounce flats
Yeah,
or whatever they're. No.
they're less than $1.
They're right about that, I want to say, for a 12.
So if I bought it for 33 cents and sold it to Galt for 45 cents,
I thought you just said Galt was buying it and then selling it to someone else, to Bissell.
you're right.
I'm
Galt
confused
bought it
now.
for 33 cents, sold it to Bissell for 34 cents. but was able to sell it to you for 40 cents.
We don't
Like,
care.
Yeah, like, my volume creates it, so it doesn't matter. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, why don't I just buy it from my own company?
My guess is that your volume is more than a handful of the manufacturers
Oh,
or
Semi
maple equipment
a
manufacturers.
month. Like,
Right.
when I get a truckload, it's 12 ounce. I buy truckloads of plastic, tens of thousands of quarts a month.
Yep.
For just plastic.
Yeah, you're getting better pricing than the maple equipment dealers are,
Right.
or manufacturers
So
are.
why
I should
can't
say.
we leverage that for Galt and say, look, flip it?
Hey, you've got the keys to the kingdom. I just wear the shirt.
I'm interested in what you think, though.
I don't know why we wouldn't. And notice how I said we. It's a team.
it's team.
Amish store. Don't know what that means, but
That's where he's getting the propane tank filled. Is
All right.
for
All
$8.
7-year-old kids missing limbs. Would you? I'm not putting labels on anything. Nope. Guys with labelers can do that. I'm not doing it.
So they could either put it on themselves or find someone to label for them after purchase through you.
Yes, there's plenty of people now labeling jugs.
I bought the label slayer. It works pretty slick. I mean, it gets the job done for me.
$3 for a pint glass. Jeez.
That's expensive.
I wanted to say it was around. I'm not even going to speak. I just don't want to do it.
Kent style. What's Kent? Is that the flask?
I'm not sure.
They're using funny math here with their Canadian dollars.
That Canadian math is just like, miles and kilometers. I don't understand it.
55 cents. That's like 20 cents US, right?
I don't think it's quite that right now, but
pint decanter. That's a good deal at $1. Brad, that's a good deal.
This is what a Kent bottle looks like, supposedly.
All right. So what if I was like, I had Galt buy all the glass, which would help because if I'm selling it to guys like you, the volume helps.
yes. Yep.
Thistle Maple Farm is not set up to sell glass to farmers.
Yeah, he says 250
but Galt could.
Correct. Same with plastic.
Right.
I got you.
Then it's just a matter of finding a place to do it because you probably don't want to do it out of the packing store.
Well,
you'd ship direct. I still think that this sold price like $100 a year, whatever, to be able to buy. Like, what's it called when you have a club store? You have to pay a membership.
A club store.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, I want people to be like $100 a year. I can go buy my glass and get it cheap. And get my plastic cheap. And anybody who's like, I'm not paying $100 a year, be like, good. Go somewhere else. Good. Thank God. That's how we're weeding
Go
out.
spend $200 to buy the same thing.
Yeah, like I don't want those people. And if any of you, when we start a club store type maple equipment sales thing, who buys it for your cheap ass neighbor who doesn't want to spend $100 a year, we're gonna like put your picture up on the wall, like total enabler.
So is this actually the big announcement? Nate's Club instead of Sam's Club, it's Nate's Maple Club. Buy in bulk, Nate's.
Galt. Like right here.
Galt Club.
Galt Club. I like it.
Galt Club.
Lots
so if you say it fast enough, it comes
glass.
out Golf Club.
D&G is the main glass supplier in Ontario and huge in Quebec, also for glass. True. D&G makes a ton of money from glass. Like, good for them.
Up until now, dealing with you and what you're doing, I'll be honest, D&G has been the nicest to me. They've been the fairest. They've got me the most product. They've worked on their price. Every time I go out there, Vermont, and the Maple Day, I mean, the D&G guys have been great. Hands down.
Sweet Extraction says, does $100 membership include free shipping like Amazon? No, you got to pay $100 a year just for the right to be a part, like to come
See
in.
behind the doors.
Yes. Yes. Or Ken, I'll punch you in the face. That's what you deserve.
Hey, it might happen. You're coming to Michigan.
I am. Ken, right here. Boom. Pop you one.
When are you coming to Michigan? When
So,
are we doing
Vermont
this?
this week, Michigan next week.
Okay, I'm looking
So
forward to it.
that's the plan.
And I'm feeling better, so it's even better.
I got to stay at your place.
That's fine.
That's how it's going.
It'll technically be my parents', but it's all right.
I'm in. I don't care. I bet you the food's better.
It's that's fair. I'm telling Ashley you said
Mama
that.
Bear Hughes.
I'm telling Ashley you said
Nate,
that.
do you want biscuits and gravy for breakfast?
Hey, that's-
What do you want?
I love biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
I'm in. And yes, it will be an ambush. Like, true. Way too fun. How the frick do we have 78 people watching this?
Because they realize that we're a good time to hang out with when they're sitting on the couch.
78. Why are you watching? I want to know that.
Are you
This is why
talking
you're
mad?
watching. Why you're watching.
Are you talking some mad shit?
I am.
This is so typical of someone from Ohio.
Hey, he's
Mhm.
coming in and we can stay in with us. Just to
This is just his way of getting good cooking when he comes.
He wants
You're
biscuits
right.
and gravy for breakfast.
I do. Mama Bear Hughes gonna take care of me.
Listen.
Not you.
If I
Mama Bear Hughes.
she's gonna be in Florida. You're gonna have to go
I'm
south. for
through,
her.
Jen.
Why? They're going to be in Florida. Yeah.
I'm starving then. That's what that means. Quick trip. You
Hey,
got
you're,
quick trip?
hey, you're digging yourself your own grave, man.
Sir,
It's true. I'll bring
Thanks.
jerky.
he's getting Aunt Jemima when he comes.
We'll take him to Cracker Barrel.
I like Cracker Barrel. I do.
They got real syrup.
Cracker.
I do.
Look at that.
I've
Pure-
thought
it
about
says pure
doing
syrup right on it.
Listen, I've thought about doing a Cracker Barrel taste test with farmers, and I just thought this is too mean.
I've said it on there before. I like it.
Listen, the human palate cannot tell the difference, which would be really fun. But then I'm like, this is just going to encourage people to cut maple syrup, so I'm not doing it.
My book.
2 hours? You freaking morons got me on here for 2 hours. Nate's Club membership.
Auto storage
Darn.
facility at Dave's, and I'm in.
That,
Oh,
would-
man.
that does
Here
have
we
a
go.
name, right? Than Sam's Club, Nate's Club.
I just said that when you got up and walked away.
It's true.
Oh,
I said that when you got up and walked.
Galt's Club.
You're gonna give him a big head. He's gonna need a bigger screen.
Did you say golf club?
It's funny.
Phone died.
Do you believe this crap? 2 hours, you got this many people who care about what you say.
Read the book.
Thank you.
Night, Ashley.
Listen, you insult my cooking. You made me get on this show with
I
no
didn't.
lipstick.
I didn't.
Freaking Ohio.
Scott.
Friggin' Nate.
Hey, he gave me the green light to come shoot that buck down there that he says can't be killed.
It cannot.
Whitetail assassin coming in hot.
Mm-hmm. 12-ounce bottles. That's a buck a bottle. That's insane. That is insane. Listen, I really think that's where Galt needs to focus. Help farmers make more money. Get your glass for less.
and plastic.
And yes. 100%. Guys, I'm done.
I'm done.
I got to work tomorrow, so that's
I
probably
am.
not a bad thing.
I'm done.
All right, guys.
We'll catch you.
All right, later.
Peace.